What is up, Shakers and Groovers? Shit Show Disco here. Now today I am joined by one half of the delightful, the delectable duo, Gold Coast's Most Wanted, Free the Genie. This is Tyney. How are you, my dude?
Yeah, good man, yourself.
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's rad.
No, I really wanted to get you on because obviously you play such an interesting style of music. So it very much interests me to see where that style's come from.
Yeah.
I've had some late nights listening to you guys and some early mornings. So I was very interested to see the music that has made you.
Yeah, cheers, man. That's cool.
How's isolation been going?
It's been good, man. Been busier than ever somehow.
Yeah.
I moved house, so that was pretty hectic, and we're Free the Genie. We're moving into a new studio space.
Lovely.
Down in Miami at Hamlin Brothers.
Oh yeah, the Hamlin Brothers studio. That's sick.
Upstairs there, so we've got that space now. We've been jamming there heaps. So that's been real cool. Did heaps of school in the school holidays. Heaps of kid stuff.
Were you teacher? Were you Mr. Tyney?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was tough.
How'd that go?
Yeah, it was even grade 2 stuff kind of was beyond me a bit.
Well, it's been a long time since we've had to look at work and answer questions, and it's not easy.
Thank God.
It sucks. It's so funny the amount of kind of podcasts I've listened to where it's about some footy players and they'll be like, man, I didn't even finish school, but here I am teaching my my grade 4 and grade 2. It's wild to think how many people around Australia have been affected by it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it a bit?
Yeah, man. With being sensitive to what everyone's got going on, it was really good for me to start with, like I said before, the free money and the free time. But it feels like now sort of playing catch up and trying to, get ready for if and when things get up and going again.
Yeah, either get going again or go down again.
Yeah, or adapt to some new way of doing stuff. Yeah,
to the new way of life.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people definitely would have adapted to a few things. Apart from that the space with the Hamlin Brothers, that must be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All kind of being in that same creative mindset in the same area. That's sick.
Yeah. I mean, it's early days. We've only just sort of moved a bunch of stuff in there and still getting set up.
Yeah.
We've taken time out from doing all that boring setup stuff to make sure we play some music and
true
stuff, which has been real fun.
No, that's sick. No, that's one thing that I've noticed is even my workflow or DJing or stuff like that, when you're around other creatives, it just something about the vibes, it just kind of I don't know, it gets you a bit more excited to
I mean, those dudes
they go in hard,
eh?
I've only met one of them. But the first thing I said to him was how doesn't the Gold Coast City Council use the picture of you guys at Burley Hill for every marketing campaign ever in the world? Just as that, I just see that picture of them where it's just them and just the whole of Burley.
Yeah, an ocean next to an ocean.
yeah, literally. Now back to you. How long have you been involved with music for?
I started playing piano and getting lessons when I was 5.
Yeah.
And from then it was very much part of everyday life. I was sort of made to practice every day.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad said that I'd thank them one day, and I was like,
will I?
I hate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool. It's been a massive massive part of my life.
Yeah.
For the better part of it. So so 32 years.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, playing music. I sort of got to high school and didn't think piano was cool anymore. So I started like messing around with the guitar and sort of, then just sort of ended up playing a bunch of solo gigs and playing in bands and stuff through like high school and up until like 6 years ago kind of thing. I was playing a lot of solo gigs and stuff still. And
that's rad.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy the amount of people that have come on and said like, oh, my parents pushed me towards this instrument. And at the time I was like, I just want to be a rock star. Like, I don't want to play the piano, or I don't want to play the saxophone. It's not a cool instrument. Whereas now when you see someone kill it on a sax,
dude, it shreds. Yeah, it's the best. It's like, stuff that was so easy to be cool doing it like for so long. Now it's kind of like, show us something new, like it's kind of, flipped a bit. Yeah.
No, definitely, especially as well with the introduction of electronic music now, where it's all MIDI and all, you can make any sound come out of a piano or a keyboard.
Yeah.
So if you know the basics, it's just like oyster time.
Yeah.
Just laughing. Now, like you said, you've been playing for a while, solo gigs mainly, and then obviously you're free the Genie stuff. Now, can you remember how old you were when you played your first gig?
It would have been like like my first proper gig. I played at like this weird pre-party for the indie.
Yeah, like GC6 indie.
Yeah, like when it was the indie, and it was
the glory years.
The golden era. And it was at a restaurant or something. Yeah, I did it with my brother-in-law. It was I can't remember the name of the place, but it was is that what's it called? Chevron Renaissance.
Yeah, Chevron Renaissance.
Yeah, and I would have been like, I don't know, 17 or something.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah,
it's really interesting hearing all the different stories for people's first gigs.
Yeah,
like especially for places that might not be around anymore, or even just like dropping indie.
It's
like for all those kids out there, that was
it's the OG.
That's when anything went. Now, so 17, played your first gig. Been gigging most of your life up until then, up until now. Sorry. So, how long ago did you and Jack jump onto the Free the Genie?
I think it's been like about 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. We've played together in other bands and stuff before that, like covers bands and stuff. And then he went away for a while. He went and lived over in Canada for a bit. And then I was kind of getting over it, sort of thing. Like I always enjoyed playing with other people, like and having live drums at gigs and stuff like that was always a thing for me. I grew up listening to a lot of heavy music. And so that was a thing that, I just couldn't ever really seem to like make the band thing like just happen. Like couldn't get enough gigs to always have enough gigs to have a solid band and stuff, So I got over kind of trying and just did heaps of solo gigs after that. And I was, like I said, I was kind of getting over it.
Yeah.
Still really enjoyed playing, but just it took its toll on my like personal life, like I was playing like 4 or 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
So, Thursday to Sunday most weeks was just all about that.
Yeah.
Get home so late. By the time you wake up, everyone's gone to work or whatever, and then you're leaving just as they're getting home from work to go to work.
The life of muso, man, it's not all free drinks and backstage passes.
Well, you get free drinks.
I've seen you drink. I see you get some too. No, that's pretty wild, man. So I think as well, like what's lucky with me is I don't have someone else, so I have to like make connections with 3 other people in a band.
Yeah.
Obviously you being in the duo, you and Jack, it works great, but it probably took you so long to find that other person that you were like, oh, like This clicks.
Yeah, totally, man. We always had like a sort of a, like we really enjoyed playing together.
Yes.
But yeah, it wasn't until we decided to move over to a more electronic sound that it really started to kind of work.
Yeah.
Like we found that common ground.
Yeah. So, like you said, you listen to like a lot of like rock and roll and stuff like that. Was that, and they're being completely, nearly like, not completely, but very electronically influenced.
Yeah.
What made you kind of do the jump?
Yeah. Well, so like I always listened to, I got 3 older sisters and always just listened to like whatever they were listening to.
Yeah.
And it was always kind of like my older sister just, used to play nothing but Bob Marley growing up. And then my other sisters used to like just crank Madonna all day and Janet Jackson and stuff.
All the fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I don't know, that kind of grew on me. I always loved that real synthy, electronic sound, like heavily produced kind of thing. And and so I always like, I listened to pretty heavy music in like high school and stuff.
Yeah.
Like early high school years, I just used to listen to Pantera pretty much.
Yeah, on repeat.
Like, I used to go to sleep listening to it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's been a problem.
Yeah. That's why you get home from gigs and wouldn't sleep.
Man. And then I don't know. I really love like when people do like make it sound really good together. Like heavy electronic music is probably like my favorite thing now, I reckon. Yeah.
That's sick. So obviously you and Jack, you played in a few bands, different bands and stuff like that. And then when was the kind of moment you guys clicked? Were you just jamming or were you like...
Yeah. Well, we had... So when Jack was away, I started doing this thing called the Thearno Show.
Yeah, at Elsewhere, right?
At Elsewhere, yeah. And it was our buddy Arno, who he had like a weekly residency on the sort of like halfway up stage.
Downstairs.
Where, like, they convert that little couch area into a stage, and everyone had set up all their rad like hardware gear and stuff and jam out. And Arno invested in like the full like Roland range. It had like all the stuff,
the full setup.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was sick.
So
shout out Arno then.
Yeah, man.
The godfather of Free the Genie. By the sounds of it.
And it sounded rad. They used to play like a lot of sort of like acidy sounding stuff. And I just had my laptop. I've always geeked out on Ableton. I've been more on the software side with like a MIDI controller and just messing around with that. And so I got given a sort of regular slot there as well. Arno was like a good mate, and he said, "Man, just like once a month or something, come along and
have a jam
and have a jam with us, and you can do some stuff on your own as well." So, I think I was like 3 weeks into doing that when Jack got back, and I was like, "You want to come? Come play bass?" And we'd like the day of that night. We set up all our shit in my little apartment in Robina. And just took over and had the neighbours knocking on the door pretty constantly for a few hours.
That's so good.
And we wrote a song and played it that night and then we ended up coming up with a name and stuff, and it just became a more like a more regular thing. So with the solo gigs that I was doing, I kind of said to a lot of the venue owners and stuff, like down this way, like Nobby's,
Canvas, and
like the places I was playing in Surfers as well. I had a residency at O'Malley's and Surfers, and just sort of had a word with all the managers and said, hey, for like a little bit more money, can you, like, instead of paying for full duo because they didn't have the budget for that, I said, like, can I bring my bud? We'll play as a duo and charge a bit less than a duo, but a bit more than a soloist. So we just instantly picked up like like all these gigs.
That's perfect.
And yeah, we lost a few because it was a completely different style of
Yeah.
music. But it was cool because we kind of naturally found our way.
Found the niche.
Yeah.
And who wanted what. And
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where it did fit.
yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's sick.
Yeah. So it kind of, yeah, it all sort of went from that thing.
Yeah,
And that's
nice.
where, yeah.
Now I'm glad you brought it up. Where did the name come from?
We were messing around with a few names, and when I think it was that day actually, we were like, oh man, we got to play for an hour. Maybe we can have some sound bites, like or some textures behind what we're doing, so it doesn't. If we freak out, if we can't, if we're a little bit blocked and we can't figure out the next thing to play, we'll just have some stimulus and play something back. And so we started downloading some like weird loops and that, and downloading some like powerful speeches from movies and stuff. Yeah. And Jack was like, oh yeah, we should put that speech from Aladdin in where he like sets the genie free. Yeah. I was like, yeah, cool. And then I think, like I might have been mid-stream, like excusing myself in the bathroom when I called out to him like, "We're about free to Genie."
God damn it, boy, we're on to something.
And yeah, Jack really liked it. Yeah, and so we went from there.
That's perfect, man. Yeah. What a natural way.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we sort of realized that it's very like lines up with
what you guys bring.
Yeah, like and sort of how what we feel like would be a nice way for the world to be, like
there's more to the name than just a name.
Yeah, like giving up something for yourself to help out someone else.
Yeah, 100%.
Genie, you're free.
I think, like you said, it very much brings across the type of music and how your sets go sometimes too, because you're quite, you're free with what you play, or not with, you're free with your genre and how you bring it across to people in some places that people aren't used to seeing someone other than an acoustic artist playing. Yep. And you guys really bring something that's unique. Out of the bottle, almost. Cheers, man. Now, talking about what you guys do play, how would you describe the genre of Free the Genie?
Yeah, we've messed around with it a bit, because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's real funky, man," and I don't know. There's funk like
elements.
Real there's and like funk is rad. Yeah. We can't do that. So it while it's got that, it's definitely very psychedelic and like really groove based. You can kind of sit back and enjoy and sort of tap your foot to the groove, or you can lean right into it and have a boogie.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, so we call it, when people ask, we usually say, yeah, it's like psychedelic groove.
Yeah, it's this new genre we picked up.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's cool. Now, like you said, when you were growing up, listening to lots of bands like Pantera, those kind of artists, are there any other artists you can really remember listening to, in high school growing up?
Yeah. Well, my favorite in high school was Korn.
Yeah, like that heavy.
Yeah, I loved that. And all that new metal stuff, like Deftones and like a little bit of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, a little bit of Fred Durst, a little bit of Red Hat back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I used to like have the backwards New York. Is it like Yankees?
Yeah, I think it's one of it's red.
Yeah. So just all that, and then I liked a lot of chilled stuff as well. Yeah, like I really liked Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
Because being like coming from a piano background, and she plays keys and sings, and it's like really interesting chord progressions, and
that's what else is quite amazing because of the piano. Yeah, and you're listening to just thrashing heavy metal and rock.
Yeah. I'd sort of just go between depending on whether I was like emo or angry or whatever I was feeling.
Yeah, whatever I was feeling at the time. Well, that's what's great about Spotify and stuff now, because it's literally, you can just be like, I want that, and then that, and then that. But like,
Yeah.
a while ago, we had to look for the songs we
Yeah.
wanted to hear.
I used to have to like take a whole stack of CDs in my bag to school every day. Just to
I still remember when I first started DJing, I was on that CD vibe, just carrying them everywhere.
Yes.
And now I just couldn't even imagine life like that.
Yeah.
And everyone out there that is used to USBs, you don't know how
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Even just, even like with you, with your laptop and with everything like that, like back in the day, that would have just been...
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
You would have had to invest in a whole Lando.
Yeah.
Setup.
Well, I mean, the laptop that I had back then was like, would have struggled doing anything that the one I've got now.
MS Paint.
Yeah, struggled with that for sure.
Now, how old were you exactly when you first remember, hearing music, growing up?
Yeah. Hearing it.
Yeah. Maybe not a song, but maybe, something your parents put on, or Thomas the Tank. Or
Yeah, I think probably the Knight Rider theme.
Yes.
Because it's sick.
Yeah.
And
yes. I'll get the guitar down.
But also, one of my earliest memories is probably having an argument with my youngest older sister, claiming that it's Dirty Deeds and the Dunder Chief. I was like, it's Dirty Deeds and the Dunder Chief, and then it was like this whole argument. And I remember it's like one of my earliest memories. So I remember like cranking that song. Dirty
That's
Deeds
sick.
And the Dunder Chief.
You'll have to send me that, because we have the Spotify playlist we have for every show.
Yeah.
So we've got this crazy combination of all the songs people have spoken about.
Yeah.
It's just the weirdest playlist.
Yeah,
but it's great for kind of, I guess, like cleaning the house.
Do you really want to be playing AC/DC on here?
Everything. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you can. And I think it's about like introducing people to music they haven't heard.
Yeah.
Which is important.
I'll send you the first record I ever got. I had like 3 copies of it.
Oh yeah.
It was Glenn Campbell's Rhinestone Cowboy, and I saw it at a fucking...
Was that the I'm a rhinestone cowboy?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
You know the greatest song ever written then. Yeah.
Oh, you also know the greatest.
Cool.
That's so good. So you had 3 copies of that on record?
Yeah, I got them at like a garage sale, and I just remember liking them because it had a cowboy hat on the little sticker in the middle of the record, and I was like, man.
She's like, another one?
Yeah. So good.
Now, obviously you guys have played a fair few different gigs up and down the coast. Are there any that really stick to you as just really memorable gigs where you've gone like, fuck, we're on here, like this is... Free the Genie's having a time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a couple of really fun ones that I've been stoked to be part of. We played at the Northern once. We closed the night down there after these rad Byron bands played Chili Gomez and Captain Squidlicker and the Sinking Ships.
What a name.
And then Belligerent Goat as well played as well. And usually they get like a DJ to close the night. And we met those dudes playing at a like little festival down in Maynarm. And so they pitched it to sort of say, like, we'll get you guys
to close instead of the
set.
DJ,
Yeah, the DJ slot kind of thing.
Yeah.
And man, it was nuts. It was easily one of the most hectic gigs ever.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It was just like wall to wall people, and it sounded sounded so good. So yeah, that was really cool. And then like that crew that organised that, they also organise these festivals. They had one called Calypso Vibe, like I said, down in Maynarm, and then on a property up in Sunny Coast, they have one called Magic Pond.
Oh, yep.
As well, and it's got another name as well, Forest Fuzz. That's the other one. And yeah, we've played it at all of those as well, and every time it's like, it's so rad. It's a psych rock festival, so like we're kind of different from everybody. We love that music so much, and I feel like we're kind of there with really similar people because we really dig what they're doing, and they seem to dig what we're doing. So it's really nice.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So it's obviously when you're up there, like you said, you're a bit different, but still, with like the big breakdowns and stuff you guys have sometimes, it's so psychedelic rock, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
As different as it may be, like
totally,
you can all definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've kind of in this downtime, we've fully like pulled our full like setup apart.
Really?
Yeah. Natasha finally like.
Hold on. So just letting everyone know.
Oh yeah. Natasha.
So there aren't actually two members to Free the Genie. There is a third member constantly being banged for her troubles. Natasha, please introduce Natasha.
Natasha the Basher. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mechanical drum kit.
A fully automatable mechanical drum kit run off MIDI?
Kit. Yeah, it runs off MIDI. So
yeah.
Like with the old setup, I'd have like Ableton running on my laptop, and then that would go to like a sound card to this weird box.
Yeah.
And then to the drum kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like when we first used it, it was like this stupid DJ booth that we'd carry that had all this shit clamped onto the front of it.
Yeah.
And then we changed it. We did like made an EP and launched it elsewhere, and for the launch we rebuilt the whole thing. It was like this actual drum kit that wheeled in and had like sticks hitting every drum. Like
really? See, I don't think I ever saw that one.
No, it fell apart real quick because we built it. And like the incarnation of it that we've been using, that we're using more recently, was just like a snare and hi-hats, and even that was like really starting to fall apart.
Yeah, so just a question, was it run like with little was it air pressure pushers, or how did was it
magnets?
Magnets?
Yeah, these little magnetic solenoids, they're called. They're like the equivalent of like an electric motor.
Yeah.
But instead of spinning, they're like a little piston. And we got all these parts from like a hobby store where they sell like bits and pieces for people making like remote control planes and stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of adapted some of those components to make this thing.
That's so good. How much trial and error and hours went into actually getting...
Yeah, a bit, hey. And like, cause it actually made it like a long time ago before Free the Genie. I had this other like idea for a show I wanted to do, like holograms and all, and animatronics and all this stuff. And just never, like, by the time I solved that little part of the thing, I kind of just gave up. It's going to take way too long, man. So we only introduced it into into Free the Genie after about a year or two.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was the question?
I'm just interested in how much actually went into getting it to go.
It was a long time. It was like probably about 8 months of like, I read this hectic book about programming and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we went to use it, finally got it all done, and the main chip that drives it all, I realized that I hadn't like soldered this little wire on, and as I went to do it, I like knocked this thing and it like literally caught on fire in front of me. And they don't make it anymore. So
oh no!
I had to like figure out how to like replace that.
The essential brains of Natasha.
Yeah, legit it was. Like the nervous system. And it ended up taking like another 6 months or something after that to really get it all going. So overall, probably like a year or two to really like get it working how we needed it to.
Yeah. Now, just letting everyone know that it's not like when you hear electronic drum kit, you're just thinking like, oh, he's just like running samples off his computer. But no, it is literally a drum kit that is being powered by like you said, animatronics and things to hit the snare and the hat. And so at the moment, you don't have a kick, do you? It's just a snare, hat.
Because we did have the kick going at the start for that gig at Elsewhere, and it was just we kind of tweaked the kick for every song.
True.
You know? So So it was like, yeah, we ended up just using a sample for that.
Yeah, like it's good in theory, but then like you said, because you do such a wide range of music,
Yeah.
you can't really have the same fall to the floor.
Yeah, totally.
Man, I still think it's so impressive. So what, like, the way we got onto this is, so what have you done to Natasha in your off time? What's the...
She's locked in a box
Oh, no.
in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all still there, but we just probably never set it up again.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to build a new one, and
Hopefully she doesn't see this.
yeah, well, she can't ever know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, we don't want to sort of, like, it got kind of limiting
100%.
towards the end with what the music that we wanted to make. Like, we could go as wonky as we wanted to with the synths and like all Jack's rad pedals and things. But we couldn't, we always were bound to using like a snare drum and hi-hats and stuff like that. So yeah, we're using like samplers and stuff now, a lot of hardware gear.
Okay.
And the new incarnation of it will be more of like a percussion, like auxiliary percussion type instrument. Yeah.
So maybe like Tash 2.0 or something like that?
Yeah.
Got to keep the name.
Yeah. Oh, we came up with a new name.
Oh!
But
we'll keep it.
But
keep it close to your heart. Won't use that one.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, for those out there that will never get the chance to meet Natasha, she's just close in my heart, as I'm sure anyone else has seen her. She's a fan. She keeps you guys on track, bro.
Yeah, true.
But behind every strong man, there is a stronger woman.
It's a good robotic.
Driven by a robotic mind. Now, talking about your favourite gigs that you've played, what about gigs you've gone to and seen live? Is there anyone you've seen live kind of just gone like, fuck, like,
yeah,
what a show?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, oh man, there's been a few. Probably the best one I can think of would be a little while ago. We saw Primus at Eaton's Hill.
Yeah.
And wow, that was insane.
And what type of music's that?
Man, give it a swirl.
Yeah.
It's I don't even know how to describe it. The Les Claypool plays the most incredible bass.
Yeah.
That you can think of, and sings like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like that full nasally, like.
Yeah. It's cool. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm sure someone will.
Someone will know. Someone will fill us in. There'll be a genre.
They'll know. I couldn't even figure out how to describe it.
Yeah.
But the show was insane too. They had like these massive LED screens behind them and it was
just a good time.
Super trippy, yeah.
Yeah. So is there anyone else you've seen? Any other events or even local artists?
Yeah, well, I really like the label Multiculti as well. And although I think they're technically like a German-based thing or Canadian-based outfit, Dreams is like one of the dudes who runs that label or is involved with that label, and he usually, like, for the last couple of years, he's come out like once a year, or that I've managed to go and see. Anyway. Yeah. Last year he came out like 3 times.
Oh wow!
Or he played like 3 times down in Byron and
Hectic.
Stuff. And yeah, got to see him heaps, and he's probably like one of my favorite DJs. He's so good.
And what type of music's that like?
Well, like everything.
Yeah.
Literally like anything and
just
everything,
a good time.
Man. Yeah, like a lot of world music influences, a lot of like trippy sort of really organic sounds, like a lot of percussion and foreign language.
Yeah, sick.
Sort of hooks.
Yeah, cool.
Hooks and things.
So where's he played in Byron?
He was playing at what's that joint called?
The brewery or the
used to be La La Land.
Oh. Far
Lacura.
Yeah.
Lacura.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I imagine it's probably going to reopen, or it might reopen soon.
Fingers crossed.
It was cool. Yeah. It was really good. They had like, he played with the few times we saw him, he played with a bunch of different rad people. He played with John O'Mar as well one of the nights, and they set up the decks and everything sort of out on the balcony, so it was kind of an indoor-outdoor vibe.
That's pretty cool.
And they had everything running through like these guitar effects pedals and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And they had them set up like way up here, so it was really like you could see it was really
see him getting in
tactile kind of experience. And
that's cool.
They had this big gong set up behind them, and every now and then
really?
Yeah. That was sick. Yeah.
That's so good.
So yeah, that was definitely like a recent highlight as well.
Man, that's a crack up. I imagine that, the big build up and just the dong.
Yeah, it was so good.
Now, obviously you've played, elsewhere. You played at Nordic Giants a while ago. Rest in peace, Nordic Giants. What's your favourite kind of gig you've had on the Gold Coast? Would it be your local stuff or?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had some really good times, man. Far out.
Like even like residencies, like at Canvas on Thursdays. Canvas, like that used to be.
Canvas Thursday nights have been so rad, and Dave Ferry there, he's like such a legend.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're super hospitable, and
it's just a good vibe in there too. Like, I know nothing is better than when we've gone there. We've walked in and we're like, yes, you guys are on. Like,
Thanks,
it's man, because obviously you get not that the artists that you see aren't great, but you kind of get a bit over the acoustic cover bands.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, right.
Like, there's only so many times you can hear those songs done half differently by different people, whereas I feel like you guys bring such a fresh, like, flavour, be it your own stuff or the covers of songs you do.
Yeah.
It's just such a, like, I know it's refreshing, especially on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, there's I feel like it's definitely changed really recently. There's heaps of people doing, like, some really interesting stuff, like lots of like looping and and that sort of thing. It's really cool, and like you see quite often now, you'll see people at even if they are playing a lot of guitar or whatever, they'll introduce some cool piece of technology into their set and just
doing it like a beatbox and then like a record of something.
It's really interesting. So.
Yeah, it's good that Gold Coast is slowly changing away from that, like, I know, pub vibe music.
Yeah. Well, that was, man, like I used to do that a lot. Yeah. Like I used to play, one of the gigs where we transitioned from like solo to Free the Genie was like Nobby's Ark. Yeah. And I used to play there every Sunday for like 6 hours.
Yeah, so that's a big set too.
Yeah, 6.5 hours. Yeah. It was like, just I had my tiny little guitar and just play like Green Day really badly.
Yes. Play those same 60 songs you play every week and then just play horses.
Yeah, man. Here's horses again.
What's that? You want to hear horses again? Okay. Now, what do you think the biggest thing is at the moment that you're missing about not being able to play? Deep.
It's nice to see everyone. We went to a gathering the other night, my girlfriend and I, and there was music.
Yeah.
Loud music. Dancing. A little bit of dancing. But everyone was like very
separate.
And and that it was just really nice. Like we both said to each other, I feel like, man, it was so nice to like feel that kind of vibe for a bit. I probably missed that more than I realized, sort of thing. Just
the social aspect.
Yeah. But that's probably it. And obviously, it's nice to feel like you're contributing in some way, like to an economy or something. Which so I probably miss feeling like I'm pulling my weight or something.
Yeah, definitely. No, I get you. Like you were saying earlier, like at the start, you're like, oh, cool, we're just cruising, and now it's like, ready to get back into this.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think like it'd be cool to when if and when we do go back to it to have fixed up the things that were bugging us a bit. You know, with like even just the gear we were using and that sort of stuff. So I guess once we've solved all those things, like once we've fixed all those things up, we'll probably be itching to
to get in.
To play a bit more and road test it all.
Yeah, see. Yeah, because there's only so much like rehearsal you can do, isn't there?
Yeah, totally.
Before you're like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
Now, what's a song that you listen to or you used to listen to that really gets you, in the feels, just like mine's like Prince, Purple Rain. I say it every week. That's just such a grab me by the heart and throw me across the room.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, now that's a certified banger.
That what a banger. Oh man, I don't know. We always play. This Must Be the Place. Like we play that. That Talking Heads track.
Yeah,
that's always.
That's the. Call out your name. Is that one?
Yeah, yeah. It's got the weird little synth thing at the start.
Yeah.
And that, like it got so, like we've played it so much because we love it so much.
Yeah.
And we, like, I don't know if anyone else is sick of hearing it. Like,
we're
not sick of playing it.
I've half stood on a table at Canvas and just hit the shit out of it for that song. So.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that's probably that. My daughter, her favorite movie like when she was real little was Annie.
Yeah.
And so she always used to sing Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So whenever I hear that, I'm like,
where's my baby going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Now, we've come to the time in the show.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Where, the silly sausage. Obviously,
cool.
You haven't practiced this or tried it yet, so
yeah, nah. So how does it?
So you just press the button in the middle there, but I'm trying to think who's leading at the moment. I think maybe Ginge, David's leading. One of the guys we had on the show. Yeah, you better stretch up. If you haven't been staying in top shape during COVID, you could put your thumb out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the reason you can't play piano. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure you just press that button and let's see how we go.
All right.
Yeah. Oh.
Dog, single. The high score is 57.
Oh shit.
Poke me to start.
All right.
Poke me. Twist me. Twist me. Dip me. Stretch me. Dip me. Stretch me. Poke me. Shake me. Shake me. Twist me. Stretch me. Shake me. Poke me. Dip me. Twist me. Poke me. Shake me. Shake me. Dip me.
Oh shit.
What do you... High score.
Oops. Your score is 19.
Oh, how good.
What a shredder.
Nah, mate, I'm pretty sure that could be the leading.
Oh really?
It could be.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, because that other high score is from when my housemate Mitch
Yeah, right.
on fire one night at about 3 a.m. on week 2 of lockdown.
He'd activated his special powers.
Yeah. He was under the influence of something special, and it helped him.
Well, if someone was going to beat me at sausage twisting, it would only be Mitch.
I'll put that in the soundbite. Now, big shout out to George and Molly. Thanks for tuning in. Just saw his writing stuff there, so thank you. Now, if everything went to plan over the next year for you guys, for the Genie, and take out of consideration the world at the moment, where do you guys want to be? What do you want to do?
Just release a whole heap of music.
Yeah.
We're nearly sort of there with like overhauling our approach to making music, and we just want to release a whole bunch of stuff and present it in a better way.
Yeah.
And if gigs come, that'd be
super.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But the only thing we can kind of half be sure of is that like we can, build a catalog, something that we're proud of. So yeah, probably just that, and just release a whole bunch of music.
Yeah, that's sick, man. 100%. I haven't really thought about like what. Obviously, I've thought about music and people making music and stuff, but like you said, the only thing that you can control at the moment is that. Yeah. Because you don't know what's coming, so
yeah,
you might as well back up your catalog and do the best you can with what you got.
Yep.
Now, if I may ask, do you guys have much of a catalogue kind of ready? Are you kind of you got a few things you've been working on, or?
Yeah, for sure, heaps. Like we've got like a lot of stuff half finished.
Yeah.
We released a song a little while ago on the Spotify's.
What was I forget the name of that one.
Dominion.
Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So we released that and we were planning to like just bring them out in quick succession.
Yeah.
But then all the stuff happened.
Yeah, all the things and stuff.
Yeah, all the things and stuff. So it's slowed it all right down. But with getting this little space figured out, we're hoping that we can finish a lot of the stuff that we've started and just get it out there.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's like I said, you couldn't be in a better spot to get it done. Really, like shacking up with the Hanlons and trying to spread the minds.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really exciting times, man. Now, is there any music right now other than what you guys work on that you've been listening to that you're kind of really vibing at the moment?
Like a particular song or.
Yeah, why not? Whatever you're feeling. Song, artist.
I've been listening heaps to Beats in Space radio on SoundCloud, and it's pretty much anything that's on there.
Yeah.
Jack and I were listening to one of the artists that we both sort of heard for the first time through Beats in Space as well. I don't know how to spell her last name. It's Lena Willikins.
Okay.
And she's got some really nuts, interesting music.
Yeah.
It's real.
What type of music would you say it?
It's kind of real moody.
Yeah.
Moody, electronic.
Yeah, cool.
Psychedelic. Some of it's kind of like quite aggressive.
Wow.
Sort of sounding, but oh man, yeah. Treat
You'll have to shoot through a few of those, and we'll chuck in the playlist for sure.
Yeah, I will do that.
Now, if we were to go out to your car at the moment and plug in your phone or turn on your radio, what comes on? Other than Beats from Space.
My Stez is bust. I had some rain leak in the car and it not necessary.
That's such a musician thing, eh?
Yeah. So, okay. But my Yui Boom, I'm trying to think. Beats in Space. Oh, what's there? Right. What have I been listening to?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The last thing. I'll read you out the stuff. I might be embarrassed.
Who cares? It's all part of the fun.
Okay, so I've been. Like the last thing I listened to on SoundCloud was Tim Sweeney did a sounds of the label, flavor of the label because he curates the Beats in Space show. So that's SoundCloud, the Tim Sweeney mix. If I go into Apple Music, it's Curl of the Burl by Mastodon.
Yeah, Mastodon.
And if I go into Spotify, it's I'm way too embarrassed to say that.
All right, we'll leave that last one then. Oh, that's so good. That's the best. Now, before obviously COVID and everything happened, which is, a bit frustrating. Did you guys have much on the horizon for this year other than just, pumping out music? Did you have any gigs booked that you were looking forward to or stuff like that?
Nothing yet. No, we've we haven't been ready.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of people hit us up to do things that we would love to do, but we're just not ready yet. Because we've pulled everything to bits. Yeah. So we did get asked to play at Magic Pond again, but that was sort of pre-COVID or early COVID era. Yeah. So I don't know if that'll end up happening or not.
Yeah, it's a lot seems to be being cancelled.
Yeah. So if it doesn't, we'll be there with all the bells on.
With all of them.
Yeah.
All of the bells. Now, like you said, you're working on kind of the new rig and the new setup and stuff. What do you hope comes from it? You know, like you said, you want to release lots of music and stuff, but what do you just kind of want to get the rig together, start getting more shows and just kind of to jump back in?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be cool to, we haven't done like a broadcast thing as yet.
Yeah, like a live stream,
Yeah.
That'd be cool, man. You could have Natasha in the background just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, we could, yeah.
just to remember her.
Yeah, I can't say that. Yeah, we'd be cool to do that, like with some trippy like projections and stuff. Like, so yeah, with this space that we've got, we're just like today we put together this big bench and set all our gear up on there, and yeah, it'd be really cool to kind of do something like that and maybe do like a semi-regular thing.
Yeah, that'd be real sick.
Yeah.
Have like real like trippy projectors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those 3D mapping ones. You
Ooh.
seen those?
Yeah.
They're like gnarly.
Like Tony Stark shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
Yeah. They make like your bookshelf look like it's melting.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like fully maps everything.
I don't think I could handle that. I've been in some tight places before and thought things were melting. I could not deal. Now, if there was one song that for the rest of your life, say you were on a desert island and it just got smashed to you, repeat on repeat,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, eh? 'Cause you're not sure if you want like one you like, because then you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Yeah, definitely one that I hate, so it doesn't ruin it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, with my like a massive ability to dissociate, I might be able to tune out and hear something in my own head a bit more. So maybe like it's funny when the Coles guy was here before.
Yeah.
I had like down. So maybe that prices go
Down, Preston.
That'd be my jam. Down, prices go down. Yeah.
Oh, so letting everyone know, I had about $300 worth of coals dropped off to me, but it wasn't for this house. So, you know, in times of COVID, we did the right thing and returned them to their proper owners.
He was real sus on me. He put his like spotty on me and stuff outside. It's like this guy's gonna steal all my biscuits.
Yeah, this guy's he's here for the groceries. Oh man! Now,
Don't worry about protecting the broccoli. He's not into that.
Now, Tiny, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's been rad to hear about some of the music and you know the journey that you guys have gone through to get to Free the Genie. I'm very excited for what's to come with you guys because honestly, if no one's checked them out before live, it is such a vibe. I can't actually put my finger or thumb or any part of me on how to describe one of your shows because it's not like, I don't know, it's just, yeah. I got nothing. It's just a vibe. You know, you're playing like covers you've all done plus originals plus you play a cover of a song that might be 8 minutes when the original's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it'll be like everything from, like you said, Men at Work to Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how can you not enjoy that?
Yeah, cheers, man. Oh, that means a lot.
No, it's
Thank you very much.
it's definitely a great thing. It's a great thing on the coast. It's just nothing is better than walking into a venue when you're on one and you're like, yeah, the boys are here. Now, is there anyone you want to thank or you want to shout out to for where you are today as one half of Free the Genie?
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, everyone's so lovely and supportive. It's rad. My family always get behind it. My girlfriend always gets behind it. Jack is always like, you know, really good at like being level-headed and stuff. And yeah, my little girl is like a big fan of me.
Yeah,
which is really really nice.
Yeah, 100%.
So all those rad peeps and yeah, people that have like the venue owners that have like given us so much opportunity.
Yeah.
And people such as yourself.
Oh, thank you, my dude.
Who've like come along and yeah, had a rad time. It's really nice. It means a lot. Yeah.
Well, when you're
Thank
telling
you.
me you put hours and hours into just making a drum kit, if not weeks, the least I can do is tell you how appreciative I
Yeah,
am.
cheers, dude.
No, it's all good, dude. Once again, thanks heaps for coming on the show today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It'll be on Spotify playlist. It'll also be on YouTube and Facebook directly after this. Now jump onto it, grab all the Free the Genie links, like, share, everything you possibly can. Just for the fact that they will have music coming out, and also just to go see them play a live gig when all this is over. Or maybe even a cheeky little live stream in the coming months. So once again, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.